This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
Thunder, snow, and lightning. Snow coming down so hard at times, it made driving dangerous. Now, we're adding up the totals. Some areas seeing as much as 6 inches of snow. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. The snow has moved on. Now the cold is settling in. We remain under a weather alert. We have team coverage tonight. Let's start with Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell and the Weather First forecast.
Well, you know, we told you we were going to have a period today starting around 10, 11 o'clock through lunchtime into the mid-afternoon where it was going to snow, potentially snow hard and cause problems. That's exactly what happened. A little more snow than we anticipated. Whenever you hear thunder and it's in the wintertime and there's snow coming down, it always means you can add something extra to the totals. And that's what we did around St. Louis today. This system has pulled away. So we're already starting to see the snow melt. And as we said earlier in forecasting this, we expected it to be a problem while it was coming down, and then roads would improve afterwards. That's been the case. Looks like as we go south of St. Louis, especially our far southern counties, not much at all. Upwards of maybe an inch to a couple of inches, but around the metro, pretty widespread, 2 to 5 inches. National Weather Service forecast office at 5.7 inches. 4 in Wildwood as well as Arnold, 4.5 over in Highland, Illinois. The snow has come to an end. The ground temperature is still above freezing, so there will be some melting from underneath. But watch for refreeze overnight. Frigid temperatures will be dropping back into the teens. As we drop back into the teens, anything that's not treated that is wet will likely freeze during the overnight hours. We'll catch you in just a few minutes, talk about a big warm-up as we head towards President's Day.
All right, Scott. Right now, a stalled car is causing a major backup on westbound I-70 right before the Blanchette Bridge. As you can see, traffic is blocked except for the right lane. This is a live look from our MoDOT camera. I'm going to avoid that area. From sunup to sundown, our meteorologists have been tracking this winter weather. Gary Frank was on the roads this morning, and now Tracy Henson is on the roads tonight. She is on I-55 near Arnold tonight. Set the scene, Tracy.
Yeah, all right. So road conditions have certainly improved drastically, really, over the past hour. These were very icy road conditions before, and now, we did see MoDOT plows come through, and that most certainly helped. You can see there's still some snow coming off different cars out here, and that's not helpful. But for the most part, even our shoulders here, as well as our when you change lanes here, in between the lanes, that's looking all pretty good right now. Now, we've been out all day from the morning, sun up to sundown. Now, meteorologist Gary Frank was in Neolia this morning when the snow started to fly there. It took much longer for it to get into the metro. We almost gave up on it, but sure enough, it filled in, and this was Bridgeton around lunchtime. 2 hours later, Wright City was blanketed by thick, wet snow. I checked in with MoDOT, who have day crews on till 7 tonight, and then they'll be switching over to their night crews. IDOT also has crews on the roads. They will monitor for the potential refreeze overnight.
We're always concerned about it, but the wind forecast suggests that it will have time for it to dry out. Plus, once the snow drops, the snow intensity drops, that is, the pavement temperature should rebound above freezing.
Now, I have to give Joe Monroe with IDOT some credit there because we talked at 10:30 this morning, and what he said still holds true tonight. They did staff up more for the evening commute. Meteorologist Tracy Henson, back to you.
Drivers in St. Louis County were stuck in the snow, and they endured heavy traffic just a few hours ago. 5 on your side's Diamond Palmer is live near Interstate 44 in Big Bend, and she reports, just like Tracy did, that the conditions have changed. Diamond.
Well, Mike, it is a completely different scene here compared to just a couple of hours ago when we saw many cars and semis get stuck in this wet, sloshy snow. Now, as you can see behind me on Interstate 44, traffic is really moving pretty quickly here, almost as if there's no snow on the ground at all. Now, officials at the St. Louis County Department of Transportation and Public Works say that 115 snowplows will be on these streets to make sure the roadways remain safe and clear for drivers, and crews pre-treated roughly 3,100 miles of roads overnight, and they're continuing to work throughout this evening. The county says they have access to 35,000 pounds of rock salt for the year and even more calcium chloride. Now, around 1 p.m. this afternoon, Mike, that's when we saw the heaviest traffic here in the county, with drivers getting stuck, pulling over into gas stations. The county's Department of Transportation is reminding drivers to stay at least 50 feet from snowplows to make sure the road is clear.
The drivers are they're limited in what they can see, what's behind them. So motor vehicles need to be conscious and cognizant of that limitation.
It's not too bad cold, but soupy, wet. Get off the roads and let the plows get their stuff done.
Now, officials over at the county's Department of Transportation and Public Works say that right now their day crew is continuing to work, but they do have their night crew on standby. Of course, if you are heading out into this winter weather, please make sure you stay a safe distance from those snowplows. Reporting live here in St. Louis County, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
The snow isn't keeping people away from Forest Park. We spotted people on the running trails as the weather started to move in. And now many of them are gathering at Art Hill, where 5 on your side, Robert Townsend is. Robert, I don't see your sled, though.
Hey there, Kelly, just stand by. Give me a minute. Let me get
Okay.
through this first part, and you'll definitely see me take a chance down the hill. Right now, as I step back, you can see lots of folks are out there, back there, sliding down Art Hill. Just look at this. It's a big crowd of sledders. Just keep on growing, and again, going right down the hill. It's definitely a snow-packed party on the hill this afternoon on this snowy Friday in St. Louis. We've seen kids of all ages, adults and families, all bundled up in their thick jackets, hats and gloves. Everybody is just having a wonderful time sliding down Art Hill and enjoying the snow that has finally fallen. Others are tossing around their footballs or playing with their snow-sniffing pooches. Of course, many folks are just making lots of slushy snowballs. Others tossing around them too. But hands down, let me tell you, this St. Louis tradition is all about the non-stop sledding. So what's the best part, you guys?
Going down backwards and falling over.
How about you?
Definitely going fast and just laughing and falling.
Well, it's just the people, St. Louis, Art Hill, I just feel that coming out here, you can see the beautiful slope of in Forest Park itself,
He's having a good time too, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, so what's the big saying, the old saying, if you can't beat them, join them, Kelly? Why not? Live at Art Hill, I'm Robert Townsend. 5 on your slide.
He's not going very
A
far.
little
He stopped.
slow.
He went 2 feet.
That exit would have been perfect if he'd just gone a little farther down.
Oh, there you go. He's still trying.
Just roll down the hill.
He's
Just doing
not
a
going
snow
anywhere.
angel now. Oh, Robert, that's going on a blooper reel.
There you go.
All right, you can get the Weather First forecast anytime. Text the word weather to 314-425-5355. And thanks also for sending in your weather pics and video. We love to see them. You can text us 425, that same number, 5355.
Robert just made it another 4 inches.
Yes.
Coming up, 2 kids charged in the Kansas City shooting. Why cracking down on kids with guns in Missouri is harder than you might think.
A mother and daughter visiting St. Louis killed while crossing the street. The reason so many pedestrians are at risk downtown.